What's going on, guys? This is me, Dennis Balbin of Tondo Football Club, and welcome back dito sa ating segment na We Speak the Universal Language Football. Pag-usapan natin ngayon yung public school football program versus the private school. Ano-ano yung mga advantage and disadvantage of the program. Pero before we proceed to our main topic, pag-usapan muna natin yung isang supporter natin na nag-comment dun sa first episode natin about dun sa one-day tournament and versus the season league. So, we have Shane.SC12. Ang comment niya ay, PFF should make the initiative to form a futsal national team already for the kids to look up, to inspire them to play and represent the country as well. So, ito lang namang comment ko na to ay aking opinion lang. Pwede kayong umagree or pwede kayong mag-disagree. It's all up to you. Pero for me, siguro it's better that we ibaon muna natin yung roots ng mas malalim kaysa maghangad kagad tayo ng kung ano yung nasa top level. So for me, it's better na mag-invest muna tayo sa mga local leagues, sa ating national league, before tayo pumunta sa mga international competition. So, I think it's better na mag-initiate muna or gumawa muna tayo dito sa mga community level ng mga local leagues from grassroots to the open division para mas ma-develop natin yung play style na ready for the national team. Kasi if we focus on the national team, I think it's not a waste of money, but it's better to invest rather than putting on expenses na hindi naman, in my own opinion, hindi pa tayo ready for that kind of level kasi wala pa tayong leagues and events na will help the community, will help the futsal to grow in our nation. And that concludes my message kay Shane dun sa comment niya dun sa ating first episode sa podcast natin. Ngayon naman, proceed tayo sa episode 2, which is pag-usapan natin yung public school versus private school football program. Ano yung advantage and disadvantage ng mga programs natin dito sa mga different schools na ito. First of all, ano ba yung advantage ng private school versus the public school? Una sa lahat is, yung private school, merong hired experts and hired coaches para magpatakbo ng programa dun sa mga private school. So, we have licensed coaches, maybe some private school can hire program director who are licensed A coaches who are really the expert of the sport. And dahil dito sa mga expertise na to, gumagawa ng mga tamang programa para ma-develop yung mga players. Unlike in public school, sa public school kasi yung mga teachers who are not expert about the sports, who are MAPI teachers, I respect all these teachers na nagtsatsaga ng magturo. Pero it's better na magkaroon talaga ng mga expert na naka-experience talaga maglaro ng football or ng futsal para magturo ng sports na ito. Kasi without the proper experience, it's difficult to teach yung mga bata. It's difficult to teach yung mga players natin ng tamang forms, ng tamang techniques, ng tamang tactics kung paano talaga ginagawa or nilalaro yung sports na ito. Some of the MAPE teacher, hindi naman talaga naglaro ng football. They don't have the higher experience para ituro yung football and futsal dun sa mga bata. And yung mga teachers na ito kasi sometimes, in public school, loaded na talaga sa section, sobrang dami ng students, tapos pagka nagkaroon pa sila ng team, katulad ng football or futsal na kinocompete nila sa mga DepEd meets, dagdag ito sa load nila para turuan on their free time. So it's difficult, it's hard for them na dagdagan pa yung load nila para magturo ng sport na talaga namang hindi nila expert. And another one is sa private school, let's say in Sobel, in Southridge, and other school, in other private school, merong mga proper facilities para makapag-training yung mga bata. And in public school, merong mga facilities pero it's difficult for them to use kasi other MAPE sections ginagamit yung mga basketball courts, mga quadrangle. So it's difficult for the team, for football or futsal team to find the time para makapaglaro or makapag-training sila. And unlike in private school, itong mga facilities na to, madali nilang magamit on a daily basis. Kasi it's built for the sport itself. Unlike in public school, yung basketball court, minsan ginagamit ng MAPE students para magkaroon sila ng MAPE class doon sa basketball court. And sometimes, sa mga private school naman, merong mga gyms. And in public schools, they don't have the proper gym para palakasin yung kanilang mga physicality. Bukod dun sa mga hired experts and hired coaches and proper facilities in private schools na re-recognize ng mga school admin kung ano yung benefit ng sport. Unlike in public schools, some of the school admins hindi pina-prioritize talaga yung sports development. And nakikita lang nila yung mga bata, nakikita lang nila yung team, nakikita lang nila yung sport kapag nananalo na sila sa mga DepEd meets. Unlike in private school, development or yung training talagang nire-recognize ng mga or nire-recommend talaga ng mga school admin na they use the facilities. Let's hire coaches para ma-develop yung mga students. Unlike in public school, not that they don't care, pero hindi pa talaga nila prioritize yung sports development sa public school. Let's proceed naman about sa training program. So in private school, they have MWF training sa loob ng school. Then, Tuesday, Thursday naman, they have club training. Ito yung mga private clubs doon sa malalapit doon sa mga private schools. And sometimes, sa weekend naman, they have leagues, competitions. So, consistent yung program ng mga private schools. Unlike in public school naman, they only train once a week. Sometimes, it's only once a week. Saturday lang. Kasi nga, one of the dilemma din is yung schedule. Katulad ng sinabi ko kanina, yung schedule ng facilities hindi tumutugma dun sa schedule ng training program. And another one is, in public school, meron silang shifting. So, merong may pang-umaga, merong pang-hapon. So, kung gumagawa ka ng isang futsal or football team, some of the players are pang-umaga, some of the players are pang-hapon. So, how can you collaborate them kapag they have this kind of schedule sa public school? So, kung gagawa ka ng training program for them para masama-sama mo sila, kailangan sa gabi sila mag-training. Pero, yung facilities naman sa public school ay hanggang 7 p.m. lang. So, you're not allowed to use yung school facilities beyond 7 p.m. So, where can you train the players after their school agendas? Wala ka ng facilities. So, kailangan mo na silang ilabas. Pero it's difficult na to find basketball courts naman sa mga barangay courts kasi they prioritize basketball or other sport dun sa barangay communities naman. Sa weekend naman, doon ka lang pwedeng makagamit ng facility doon sa public school. But ang problem naman dito is all the sports na naglalaro dun sa public school, they have badminton, volleyball, basketball, futsal, football. Doon naman sila gagamit lahat. Weekend schedule naman. Tight talaga yung schedule pagdating sa public school. And one of the things then about sa public school program is wala silang developmental league. Unlike in private school, minsan sumasali sa mga developmental leagues katulad ng RIFA. Unlike in public school, walang mga ganitong klaseng league. Ang tournament lang na kinakandak for the public school ay yung DepEd meets. Kapag natalo ka sa DepEd meets, let's say nasa lower meets ka pa lang, district meet, school meet, or they call it district meet, pag natalo ka na kagad dyan, no more tournaments under the school for you. Yung school na natatalo sa mga lower meets, sometimes, some of the kids, some of the players, nawawalan na ng motivation to train and develop themselves all throughout the year. Pero pag nananalo sila sa mga DepEd meets, let's say umabot sila until the regional meets, tuloy-tuloy yung training program ng mga players. Sometimes dito sa public school naman, may mga trainer na nagvo-volunteer. Katulad ako, nag-volunteer ako sa Tondo High School. Pero pagdating sa mga competition ng DepEd, yung mga trainers who are not legitimate na DepEd employees or DepEd teachers, we are not allowed na coach pagdating sa mga DepEd competition. Yes, sa training, pwede namin silang i-train, pero pagdating sa competition, hindi kami pwedeng umupo beside the team while they are playing. Unlike in private school, yung mga hired coaches, ina-allow nila na umupo beside the team. So that's one of the disadvantage of the public school when it comes to competition. Kaya kung napapansin ninyo, most of the winners pagdating sa DepEd meets, especially sa mga higher division na, sa mga, let's say, sa mga regional meets, madalas na nakakapasok na talaga sa championship games ay yung mga private school. Kasi, iba rin kasi kung yung mga expert coaches, yung talagang nasa tabi ng mga teams to, let's say, give coaching points when they are playing, yung pagdating sa substitution. If yung mga teachers yung gumagawa nitong mga ganitong bagay, pag naglalaro na sa DepEd competition, sometimes iba talaga yung pananaw ng mga expert coaches pag naglalaro na yung mga bata. Kasi we know the feeling, we know how it feels pag naglalaro sa loob ng court, and we know the timing, we know the coaching points. Unlike sa mga teachers na hindi nila na-experience yung ganitong klaseng competition, it's difficult for them to adapt and it's difficult for them to know kung ano yung feeling when you are playing inside the court. Kasi yung hired coaches ng mga private school, they know how it feels nang naglalaro with the pressure. Alam nila yung mga tactical movement, alam nila yung substitution when they do the substitution. Those are one of the things na disadvantage ng public school sa private school. Ito yung mga advantage and disadvantage of the public school versus the private school. But you know, in my opinion, para mas mapalawig natin ang football or futsal dito sa ating bansa, the future is in public school. Why? Kasi the numbers of pupil or the numbers of participants who are willing to play ay mas malaki sa public school. Sobrang dami ng population when it comes to public school. Kaya nga lang, since na andito lang yung numbers, andito lang yung dami ng population sa public school, but the proper training program ay nasa private school. Para sa akin kasi, ang ratio to find one of the best players ay 1:1,000. So, kung you have thousands of kids who are willing to play, pero they don't have the proper program, it's difficult to find the 1 out of the 1,000 star athlete sa public school. So I think it's better na we invest in public school. LGUs and private sectors invest in public school sports program para mas maraming mahikayat, mas maraming maglaro ng football and improve the level of public school football program. So ano kaya yung mga program that can help improve the public school football community? In my opinion, if the DepEd will invest or somehow kahit papaano mapansin nila kung ano yung development ng sports, hindi lang sa academics, mas maganda yung benefits na maibibigay ng DepEd when we develop sports in public school. Hindi lang yung sporting skill ng mga bata, kundi yung character and values din ng mga student in public school. Especially right now, ang daming nangyayaring hindi maganda sa mga DepEd school, sa mga public school. So if we can put up a program, hire expert coaches, licensed coaches, and then put up a competition and league that will improve the values and the community, character of the player. Siguro kahit papaano mas magandang nahihikayat sa sports yung mga bata sa public school instead na napupunta lang sila sa kung saan-saan. Kasi in public school, galing ako sa private school, then I studied in public school. Nakita ko yung talagang difference when it comes to education. And in public school, marami talaga dito yung may mga negative traits na dadala nila sa loob ng school. Nakikita kasi nila sa labas ng school kasi nga walang mga other activities, walang extracurricular activities yung mga bata katulad ng sports that will harness their skill and that will hone their character. So if DepEd and LGUs will invest on this program, siguro, well, in my opinion, matutulungan pa ang mga student dito sa public school. So, to summarize our second episode in this segment of our YouTube channel, ang advantage ng private school sa public school ay meron silang hired coaches, hired expertise to handle the team, and conduct trainings, innovate tournaments and leagues, and team other sporting activities for the children, for the players to grow into the sport and improve their character and sporting skills. Unlike in public school, they don't have this kind of expert na hinahire talaga sa public school. Yung mga teachers na who are expert in their subject but not in the sport, it's difficult for them to adjust. Kaya it's better to have expert and coaches to talagang magturo ng football and futsal. Another advantage is the proper facilities. Ang private school, they have their own facilities for the specific sport. Unlike in public school, they don't have this kind of facilities. School admins, they recognize the sports in private school. In public school, they don't prioritize it. Consistent training program and competition. So in private school, meron silang mga ganitong klaseng programa. In public school, only the DepEd meets, and sometimes, diniscuss ko na kanina kung ano yung training program nila. It's only once a week. Maswerte na kung meron silang weekday training. Club training competition. So in private school, some of the kids who are capable to, enroll in private clubs, kapag they don't have private school training or school team training, pumupunta sila sa private clubs para mag-training. So, everyday football or futsal for them. Unlike in public school, some of the kids, they are not capable to enroll in private clubs, kaya wala silang private clubs. Hindi sila nakakasali sa mga private clubs. These are the things na pinaliwanag natin kanina, and this is our topic sa ating episode 2. Again, I would like to thank all the people who watch our first episode, and hopefully pagpatuloy niyo po yung pagsuporta sa aming YouTube channel para magawa natin yung ating mga programa sa ating community dito sa Tondo and sa Manila. Once again, I would like to invite you to subscribe and watch our videos, and comment ninyo kung ano yung nais ninyong pag-usapan dito sa ating podcast na ito, sa ating talk na ito. And comment din ninyo kung ano yung opinion ninyo dito sa private school versus public school football program. So that's it. That's our second episode in our new segment dito sa ating YouTube channel na We Speak the Universal Language Football. So I hope meron kayong natutunan and meron kayong komento para mas may mapag-usapan tayo when it comes to football. See you on our next video. Cheers! Tandaan niyo yung student athlete it's not a diversion. Hindi siya hindi siya pabigat ba? Being a student athlete, it's not pabigat. Shine, ano yung being a student athlete?
Madam, bilang.
Sige lang, sagot. Nag-aaral, tapos may sasabay mo pa yung futsal, yung football, ano pa? Sacrifice. Time management. Oh, student athlete is a privilege. It's a privilege. Hindi lahat ng estudyante sa school ninyo nagiging student athlete. Kayo yun. And only student athlete can perform better than the regular students. Especially kapag nasa top students pa kayo. Yung nasa top 10 pa kayo. E di puta, star student athlete na kayo. Nakuha ninyo? Kasi minsan, ang tingin ng magulang pag student athlete, parang, puro laro. Hindi ganun. See? So, ganun lang. So, you balance. Your performance inside the court is your performance outside the court. Pag tamad kayo dito, sa totoong buhay nyo sa pagiging student athlete, tamad din kayo. That's life. That's football, that's futsal, that's sportsmanship.